Alright, welcome back to the Expat in Germany series. Alright, so whether you are already living in Germany and you already started learning German, or you are thinking about it, or you are learning German at the moment, I think you could benefit from this. Probably. Most probably. Most people could take something away from this video. So, learning German is something that I keep myself busy with more than I would want to admit. But I live in Germany and I have to improve my German because it doesn't work any other way. So this is a compilation of tools that I gathered over the years. Over the years, oh my god. For learning German on my own, because I refuse to pay the Goethe Institute hundreds of euros, maybe thousands, to go from A1 to B1 or whatever it is. Like, German is not a mythical language that's super hard to learn. You know, Germans would have you believe otherwise, but it's really not like that. It's a language like any other. It's nothing extra special. It's just a language, guys. Now, if you have an Android phone, you can download this app that's called Anki. This is the PC version, and here you have. You can, when you get it, it will be blank, and then you will click on Get Shared, and it will open this page for you, and you can come here and click German, and you can pick decks. Basically, you download them and you sync it into your account. Like, you click this, and they have an example of what a card looks like. It's basically flashcards, this app. Okay, so you download a bunch of decks and you learn them repetitively, and eventually you get better at recognizing words. You can also work on the das here. They are pretty useful. So the lower level you are, the more material you have. Also, the less material you need, because this is how this level works. A1, A2 is really a really quick progression to B1. I think finishing B1 within 4 months alone is super realistic. After that, yeah, we can talk. So, like, the way it works is you go into a deck, you click the thing, and it shows you like English drought, and then you need to go like it's a forelle, and it will tell you, and you're like red currant, Johannisbeeren. Good. You tell it, like, you have to rate yourself. Let's say you knew it immediately, it's easy. If you knew it after a second or two, it's good. If you knew it but it was hard, you can click hard. Like, if it took you, I don't know, 5 seconds or more. If you don't know, you click again and it comes again soon. So let's say I did good, and so on. This is pretty simple, right? Let's go to decks. Then you can also do the das. You go like Leute, plural, die Leute, good, Rezept, das Rezept, Artikel, der Artikel, and you rate yourself. Alright, that's enough about Anki. Good luck to us. Now, next, Deutsche Welle. This is they have news, like normal news in German, and they also have an app for learning German. It's with the slow news, like they read a text for you slowly. They have the text that you can read while it reads the news. They have like idioms and shit that you can also follow. Like, they have every time a small story then where they explain what the meaning of the idiom is, or where it comes from, or like story where you can use it, and so like they give examples, and that was very cool. And you basically, if you go to dw.com, you will have here at the top, it will probably be in German, and you can choose whatever language you want from the 30 they have. In Learn German, yeah, there's really a lot. I haven't used most of these things. I mostly use the langsam gesprochene Nachrichten, where they have one every day, and they have an archive, and you can really, there's a lot of archive, like a lot of material to go through. And they also talk about like things that are happening right now. If you like keeping up to date with the news, you could also do it, and you can also do it in German. Actually, it would probably be better if you do it in German, simply because it helps immersion and like it accelerates the process. So download the app, get it, use it every day for however much time you can dedicate to this. It's pretty good. Gesundheit. It's a good portal. I would recommend. Up next, German Pole 101. I used this back in time. Basically, when you sign up first, you get this. I don't know. I got it. I think it's always you get a one-time offer of $1 for premium for a month, I think. And then you can get access to the material for a month for the premium material. And you can download it through iTunes and use it. Like I used to drive and listen to podcasts where I was a beginner back then, so the podcasts weren't very interesting. Basically, they speak an interaction between two people. Sometimes they have idioms. Sometimes they explore some cultural tidbit. They go through the dialogue once and they translate it. Then they go through it again slowly. Then they go through it without translation. It helped me a lot. You can also download the PDFs and read them while you listen to the podcast. I must have spent over 100 hours on this, listening and also reading the PDFs. If you want, if you have a tablet, you can load them up and scribble on top of them, and it helps figuring out why some structures are like that and so on. It's a decent source of material. Up next, this channel, I really like her as a German teacher. She is a German teacher, and she moved to, I think she lives in the area of Nuremberg, and basically she makes YouTube videos. She has courses that you can sign up for. And in general, I recommend doing A1 to the end of B1 on your own, simply because you can pay a school or someone or Goethe Institute or whatever, let's say realistically $1,000 to make you to hold you by the hand and take you to B1. But I think it's not worth it. If you have some sort of discipline, you can just do it on your own. And I think the learning process is more meaningful when you do it on your own, rather than go to a course and have them force you to do these things and speak a bit of German and blah blah blah. It's whatever. It depends on how you learn. If you are good at learning on your own, then you can do this. If you really have to have someone sit on you and really sit on your ass and tell you to do things, then it's a pity. So she has videos. They are categorized according to levels. And knock yourself out. After you watch a few videos, the recommendations you're gonna get are her only. That's my experience with YouTube. Anyway, similar to her is this guy. He's a bit yappy and he speaks a bit funny, but his explanations are really good. He tackles the subjects, themes, easy, bite-sized videos, a bit of culture, a bit of words, structures. He also categorizes by level, like you see A1, B1, A1, and so on. Actually, there's another channel. These guys are pretty cool. They do mostly, recently they've done a lot of what is German in comparison to French or Dutch, or German versus Swiss German, stuff like that. But they also have they have a lot of themes. I think they have 700 videos. What was it? Is there a thing that says how many? No idea. But they have playlists: A2 to B1, A1 to A2, A1 to A2, and so on. So yeah, like hundreds of videos, and they're solid. Now, next, you're going to have to read and write in German. For me, this translator has worked slightly better than Google Translate. Google Translate sometimes gives you weird stuff, and it's, I don't know. This one is pretty solid most of the times. Like when I get official letters and or official emails that I really have to go through and have to understand, I dump them here, and it gives me a pretty reasonable translation. Yeah, it's not gonna, if you write a sentence here, it's not gonna correct your grammar. Like, it's not gonna tell you use the accusative instead of dative and shit like that. So yeah, mostly for texts where you want to understand what the hell they are saying, you're not going to, like, it's not going to be someone to correct your homework, because he doesn't know the difference between den, them, there, this, and so on. Lingue is a super cool app. It's like, well, there's an app, but also a website. It's like halfway between a dictionary and a translator. You can write things here like potato. So potato in English, from English to German. It's Kartoffel, and it's a feminine noun. And then you have a couple of how to use it in a sentence, and then you also have other sentences with it where you can understand how it's being used in context. Like, let's say so this is a verb. It's a bit more realistic to search for this rather than a potato. So to consider, to think, to deliberate. These are the main usage and the main uses of this word, like the main translations. Then you have other less frequent translations. You can use it as an adjective, as a verb, as an adverb. And then here you have different uses for it, how grammatically it's being written and with what prepositions and so on. Like you can go and help, to support. Then you can conclude some things from this. It's not a pure dictionary, but it's pretty good. I use this daily when I'm writing emails, when I'm at work, when I am reading texts. Can only recommend. Then you can also like give it a conjugation of a verb, and it tells you like it could be the third person from this verb, and then you can have like examples of how to use it in a sentence from different various sources. Some of them are like, these are not approved, not checked. Like they didn't make sure that these are correct. So, you know, with a grain of salt. Next, Leo is super cool. This is a dictionary. You give it a word like Anlage, and since German is a highly precise language, each word has just one specific meaning. So yeah, this I love this word. It can mean everything. Yeah. So you have, this is a noun, so you have the gender, and then how to make the plural, and the translations, and you have it as an adjective, as a verb, and definitions, and phrases, and examples, and some grammar tidbits. And you know, whenever you encounter a word, you throw it into Leo, you throw it into Lingue, and you will find out how to use it and what it does. Yeah, not much to say about this. It's a dictionary. Good luck. Up next, so Discord server. This is a Discord server for people who learn German. I think these people have, how many users do they have? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I checked it. It was like 4,000 users. You can go into this server. If you don't know what Discord is, it's a VoIP program. And if you need help with how to get it, like Google it. You can go into this server, and you have here like questions about learning German, and people will be talking and things like that. More questions. People who want to practice. There are people who give lessons. writing. Some people would write and then upload their text for someone to correct, someone who wants to correct. Pronunciation, dialects are problematic. Resources for learning German. And then you can also go voice chat and be like study groups, people only German. It's there's a lot to learn from this. You can really use this to your advantage. There are a lot of people there, various people. Some of them are native, some of them studied German for whatever reason, and they are willing to help. Yeah, not much else to say about this here. So yeah, it would help me a lot if you like and subscribe to my channel, or if you send this to someone who might benefit from this video. Yeah, I will not be doing like the whole German language in videos on my channel, because there are plenty of channels that explain every tiny bit of aspect of the German language, and like there's no reason for me to repeat other things that other people do. Like there are, I don't know, let's see German, how many, like this guy and this woman, this German pod, and this and these people, and like these movies are cool. They're very cool. They are movies for levels of German. And this German pod again, and rock, and there are many, so many. So there's no reason for me to be like, here you go, I will teach you all the German, because it's been done. This woman scares me a lot. So my take on it is, this is how you learn German on your own, or with the least amount of money thrown away on courses and people who, I don't know, private teachers, and people who think that German is a really hard language to learn and therefore you need some kind of support. Like, yeah, you can get pretty decent at speaking German without spending a lot of money. It's just a matter of knowing and putting time into it. And to be honest, if you go to a German course, they will tell you, like, look, I cannot make you know German. You will anyway have to put the time into this. So might as well skip the middleman and save some money on this. Because, like, seriously. Anyway, this has been dragging on. Oh my god, 22 minutes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I hope this helped anyone at all. Yeah, and I don't know, is this like begging for money? I don't like begging for money, but I have this buy me a coffee platform thing that I signed up for, where you can like buy me a coffee, and it would help me a lot, because yeah, but it's also fine if not, like, we're here voluntarily, right? So have a good one. Bye.